S&P.
S&P at the bottom on the 4 hour.
Oh.
Look at ES. It looks kind of fucking bottomy.
Oh. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. As you can hear, we got Mr. Haste in the house.
Yo.
And if you guys are new here, in the morning we come in and we take a look at NQ price action, see what it can do going into that New York session. At night we come in, review, see what happened during the overnight session, and go over any stonks, anything like that, which I was scrolling through some. Honestly, not much that looks very exciting right now. I think market's taking a little break, a little cool off of everything. But there's a but. As already said that there's ES and NQ have SMT on the bottom, which NQ or ES daily, yes, we do have. So we are citing an SFP currently at the bottom on the daily, hourly, 4 hour, 12 hour, and daily. We do have an SFP. I repeat, we do have an SFP. However, I will say one thing, that we did tap into this daily imbalance here on ES, and we did see a nice rejection to the downside from it. That's one thing that I would just be mindful of there. We did come back to retest one of the levels that I've obviously just been chilling at, which we have outlined right there, 70 to 53.50. Some of those levels. So right now, bouncing on that. If we continue to bounce, obviously we can look for upside. And let's get a quick review on NQ. If you guys were on stream earlier with us today, we also outlined this inside the Paper Traders Discord. So if you're not in there, go check it out, www.papertraders.io. Right here, this is the outline that we posted earlier today, and this is the outline that we looked at with you guys on stream today. We said, okay, well, price is kind of consolidating here around this previous weekly low. We were looking for initial retrace into the OTE of that previous daily range, which also lined up with the 4 hour fair value gap. You can see price tapped at 618, and we got that nice rejection to the downside here on the hourly. You can also see it much better. We tapped right into it. How many ticks above did we go? 84 tiny little tickles, 84 of them, a whole lot. Tapped into that OTE right there at 618 and rejected to the downside right from it. That was after we swept the previous hourly high, previous 4 hour high, and then continued to the downside there. So that was on the hourly. Right, on the 15-minute, if you guys were with us earlier this morning, here's everything that we have from Wednesday. So initially we were looking at the rejection and the hold of this fair value gap right here on the bottom. We have this 15-minute right there at the bottom here, and this one at the top that we initially started to reject at 8:45, right? At 9:30 we open up, we tap into this fair value gap. That gives us that run to the upside. We were targeting the London and Asia session highs, given that the London session consolidation, Asia session consolidation, London session manipulation. So New York, we were looking for potential expansion right to the upside, or at least capturing those levels. So with that combined, the initial tap and retest of that previous weekly high level there, or previous weekly low, previous weekly low retest and tap, combined with the 15-minute fair value gap there, gave us that nice push to the upside, and then tapping into that fair value gap on the 4 hour, tapping into the OTE of that previous daily range, and also on the 5-minute, sweeping those liquidities that we have outlined. We get a nice reversal and pull back into that downside, giving us close to that previous daily low, but not quite. Right now, currently what I am watching is the sweep of that previous daily low. We initially swept it here, came back to retest the daily open, came back down a little bit lower, sweeping this liquidity here on that left side at 20. Let me tell you that level. 28,279. So we swept that, got a nice reversal going out of it right now, and the previous weekly low is going to be that level to watch here, I would say, at least for myself. All right, we do have that SFP on the bottom of NQ and ES. Previous daily low has been swept on NQ, but we did not sweep those other lows on the left side here. But as long as we remain above previous daily low. Obviously, previous daily 50% at 28,829.50 is going to be next up if price can get through that, which you can see we have a little bit of consolidation going on here, and this is also around that weekly open level. So there is a little bit of trades happening at this level here. So we want to watch this area right there. If we watch this area, if price gets through it, then we can obviously target that previous daily high and potentially get that outside day. We do have a 15-minute fair value gap up above as well that we outlined this morning that does pose that potential threat of rejecting. Not threat, but does pose that area of rejection, which is also still within that 4-hour fair value gap. For me personally, I would say this 4-hour fair value gap would need to flip, and price would need to get above the 1550 EMA before I start thinking more upside. I'm sharing that with you so you can see what I'm talking about, Mr. Chen. On NQ.
You just sent it.
Huh?
You just sent it.
Yeah.
I see.
Just like that fair value gap. I would say I would need that to flip in order for me to be like, okay, cool, we're going for new highs. But with that, also there's plenty of buts here right now.
I marked out like 2 scenarios on ES. I drew out the hourly bearish OTE range. I would watch that range, previous day equilibrium, and the weekly open. Like, we could definitely rip up to previous day equilibrium and die again. But if we flip that weekly open up again in the back half of the week, then things are different.
I would also say to watch that previous monthly 50%, which you can see on the 4-hour. 29,009 is where we are sitting for that one. Previous monthly 50, 29,036.50. That's weird. I guess because that's a continuous versus non-continuous chart, right? Hold up. Yeah, 29. Sorry, there you go. That should be right now. Monthly. Yes. 29,036.25. Yes, 29,036.25. That's that previous monthly, and price is currently just chilling below it. So that is something I would watch and I would be careful with around that level, because if we remain below the 50% of that level, we can totally see an outside month. So keep that in mind as a little something, because price does like to do weird things. So here, 29,036.25, you can see right there. You can see how these 4-hour bodies are respecting it. We're back below it. So just because we swept that previous daily low, and yes, we can get outside day, but if we remain below that previous monthly 50%, we can still see a good continuation into the downside. That's my 2 cents on that.
ETH, BTC, SMT in the same spot.
BCH.
No, Bitcoin and Ethereum, SMT the same as ESNQ did. Kind of sussy.
Just have to see. Yeah, Bitcoin. Let's see. Bitcoin, what do I have? I posted that chart again today just to remind everybody that Bitcoin still can have a lot of room to the downside. With that, also, if you look on the weekly, this current weekly is just like, yeah, we're tapping into probably about like 50% of that wick. So we don't necessarily have a full... still inside week. That's what it is. Still inside week.
Yep. I called that at the beginning. It's like it's gonna be any big move, it'll be choppy after for sure. And yeah, you don't want to trade inside higher time frames.
And consolidating here, so it's like,
not like a crazy reaction. Wish there would be right here, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see if this little mini SMT holds up.
Yeah, let's see what they do with that shit.
At least for something.
Stocks wise, I got I got nothing. I think Rivian, right? Rivian's kind of coming back into that OTE. I would watch that. She's retracing into her weekly OTE. Monthly looks a little iffy, with the previous monthly high being swept. So there is, I mean, she could outside this previous monthly candle if we really wanted to. Previous weekly was an SFP to the upside, and now on the daily watching the OTE, an S as well. S is another one I'm watching here inside this previous weekly range, or that weekly range OTE. That's the one that I'm watching here. And I want to see if price gets any kind of reaction out of this 618, because if we do, that'll be a nice area to reload for a continuation higher into that $21 area. Other than that, I would say that's about it. Everything's kind of getting that pullback. Yes, last week was all happy runs, and this week it's all sad dumps.
Except for Penn. Been screaming about this motherfucker.
Pen. Spin. Oh yeah, she fucking gripping.
Cleanest chart in the game.
That's fucking, yeah, that's beautiful. She looks like this shit looks like it could fucking go into fucking $40, dude. It looks like she's putting some pep in her step on those monthly candles.
Outside week.
Oh fuck, quarterly. Look at quarterly SFP on the quarterly.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we can fucking grip it to
She gone
like $40 fucking dollars.
fucking
Spend.
Yep.
MSTR fucking shit in the bed. Yeah, I think everything's gonna taking a little cool off retrace here into, at least, I mean, in reality, it makes sense because we opened up on the monthly candle and immediately pumped to the fucking upside, sweeping a bunch of shit. So it's like, yeah, if we're looking at it from perspective of open, high, low, lows, totally makes sense. That's just the way that I'm looking at it. So right now, seeing those pullbacks, it's making sense. It's not like it's fucking random. I'd say just looking inside those OTE areas and seeing what price does. That's honestly all I have. I have much. I haven't looked at stonks that much, but I looked through some and I was like, nothing looks too like fucking amazing, you know. We're getting a lot of OTE retracements. So that's the only thing that I'm looking at here.
Macy's still looks fucking fire. Why?
Summer months, bitches buying swimsuits.
Oh, Elf.
Elf.
Elf looks decent. It needs a little more work on the daily, but the monthly looks really good.
Yeah, that's a nice little.
You can go outside above 50%.
They fucking barely swept that liquidity there.
Yeah, that's what I like. Quick, fast turnaround.
That monthly does look good.
Needs over 58.86.
That monthly looks good as fuck. Comcast got sold off. I guess Avgo. I mean, you could short Avgo maybe. At least into OTE now. We're tapping into that 200 OTE there. And I guess AI, like we talked about.
Yep.
AI looks like it's got a nice little bottom here, forming up. Costco, nice bounce on that 618. Hot damn. Look at that shit. Costa's fucking hot dogs. Glizzies. That's all I got. If you got anything else, Mr. Chen? Any wise words of wisdom for us?
I don't think so.
No?
Tired.
Tired? Yeah. I feel that. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure you go check us out. www.paperchairs.io. It's the best way to see what we're all about, things that we offer. That's that link right there. Also, check out our Twitter at the Paper Traders. See what we got going on there. We're posting, tweeting some stuff on there as well. Any updates, things like that going on inside the community. Go check out Mr. Haste at Hayes Beats. 3,000 followers for him. We're going to do a lifetime membership giveaway for the Paper Traders. And 2,000 followers for me. I'll do a tracksuit reveal. And that will do it. Thank you guys. I love you. Appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow morning for our daily prep. Peace out. If you want more in-depth analysis, go check out www.papertraders.io. Like we said, go check that out. You have a lot of things that are written in there, and everything that we say on here is going to be posted way more in-depth inside the community. So, peace. Bye.
Bye.